Hello everyone, welcome back to Stunt Fight TV Live. This is episode 13 and I would like to talk about the remake of The Bride with White Hair. So The Bride with White Hair is a film directed by Ronny Yu from 1993, and I absolutely love this movie. It's one of my all-time favorite films, favorite movies. So Ronny Yu is a very kind of unassuming director. He's done a couple of films that are absolutely amazing, and I love his style of filming. It's a quite unique style of filming, and he did obviously The Bride with White Hair 1 and 2. I'm not sure if he actually did 2, but definitely 1. And yeah, to me that film ticks all the boxes. Great cinematography, great choreography, story is fantastic, and it's a film that's really well directed. So Ronny Yu is a director from Hong Kong. He also directed Saving General Yang, which you probably know, Fearless with Jet Li. He also directed Freddy vs. Jason, which you definitely probably have heard of. The 51st State with Samuel Jackson, which is a really good film too, very funny. And there's a really awesome gun sequence that was filmed in that, so really well done. Chasing Dragon, The Bride of Chucky as well, Legacy of Race, and the all-time classic, The Postman Strikes Back. So yes, absolutely fantastic. So in The Bride of White Hair, what I've done, I've recreated a sequence from that film, and I did that probably in 1998, probably a long time ago. So about 22 years ago. And what I did, I'll show you what I did. I won't tell exactly, but I recreated a scene. And the reason I did it is because I really loved how he directed the scene. I love the angles of the shots, and I just wanted to recreate it. Also, for me to try and learn as much as I could about filmmaking and about certain shots and why certain shots are done. So I'll explain a bit. I'll show you the clip, and then I'll explain later how I did it and what I did. So the film also stars Brigitte Lin and Leslie Cheung. Brigitte Lin is an actress from Taiwan, and between 1973 and 2001, she did about 106 productions. So she's been a really busy girl. And you probably know Brigitte Lin best out of Police Story 1 with Jackie Chan. She's a girl that got thrown through the display window in the scene at the mall at the end. Yeah, she's an amazing performer as well, and yeah, she did that stunt herself, and I'm sure she was a tough cookie in her days. She also did Chungking Express, which is a classic, Deadly Melody, obviously The Bride 1 and 2, Warriors, Black Panther, Dragon Inn, which is another really good film. And then it also stars Leslie Cheung. Now, Leslie Cheung passed away in April of 2003. He was 46 years old. Not really sure why he passed away, but yeah, he's done some really classics. And you probably know him from Days of Being Wild, Moonlight Express. He also played a knockoff with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Obviously, The Bride with White Hair 1 and 2, A Chinese Ghost Story 1 and 2. And he also played in, amongst obviously many other films, in John Woo's A Better Tomorrow 1 and 2. So some really great films, great performers, great actors, great directors. So what I'll do, I'll play the clip, and you'll see what I did, and then I'll break it down and kind of explain why I did certain things. So enjoy.
姑娘，認唔認得我？古城咧？
你係中原人，我就要殺。
咁你殺啦！
Excellent, cool. I'll put down the volume a bit. So yeah, as you can see, I put my little action figures in, and what I did was to recreate the exact framing that was used in every shot. And you know, just as a start of making films and trying to understand shots, angles, framing. I mean, for me, that was such an amazing exercise to do because it really made you think about why certain frames were done, how they were done, etc., and how to recreate everything. So I did that in, like I said, in 1998, about 22 years ago, and that's when computer software were just kind of like starting out, and keying stuff out and stuff was still, obviously the cameras were still tape. Computers was just at the start of the editing era, and that you could do at home, which was just absolutely amazing. So I took the opportunity to recreate this scene with my little action figures. So what I did is that I made a green screen studio where I put the figurines in, and I would then put them in there, and with my track and my jib I would set the whole stuff up with the lighting and everything, and I would then use my track camera and I'd move in and try and replicate the exact same shots, the exact same angles that Ronny Yu did in The Bride with White Hair. And I did it also as a project. I was doing film school back in Belgium at the time, and I also did it as a project. And yeah, I mean, it got a lot of success when I first did it. But the learning curve was just phenomenal. And I think, it might seem primitive, but for up and coming filmmakers that want to understand about angles, want to understand about framing, this is a really, really good exercise. And it's a good exercise for angles, and also for keying stuff out, and replicating moves, and also understanding why certain things are done. So I'll put down the volume a bit. So as you can see, I had to use the tracking and coming in with the camera at a certain angle. So coming in with the tracking as well. As you can see, the keying is still not 100%. So there's a little bit too much light on the top left. And these are all learning things. I mean, back in my day, internet was still, in its infant shoes. So finding all that stuff out was still hard work. There wasn't that much out there where you could find out how to do things and stuff. Not like it is today. So it's a bit of a learning curve, but it's a great learning curve, and I actually loved doing that project. Excellent. So yes, I hope that was for you guys who want to be up and coming filmmakers and understand more about framing and why certain things are done. I hope that was useful and something that you can try yourself. It's really simple to do. You can just make yourself a little green screen studio. You can put figurines in there, and you can track certain shots, and and replicate certain things, and try and understand more why you did certain shots, certain technicalities. And for me, it was, like I said, it was a fantastic learning curve. and I absolutely loved doing it. And yeah, so I wish I did a lot more of these little projects and replicated certain scenes to get more of an understanding. Excellent. So look, thank you so much for being part of this series and following me on YouTube as well. I'll be posting this on YouTube as well, so if you do follow me on YouTube, please like and subscribe and click on the notification bell so you can get notification of when the next video is coming. I really enjoyed doing the Stunt Fight TV live series, and if you guys have anything that you'd like me to analyze or talk about, please just send me a message and I'd be glad to break stuff down for you guys as well. Or even if you have your own projects that you would like to discuss or talk about, then please do. It would be a pleasure to help you in your way to becoming the best filmmaker you can as well. And also, if you want to become more proficient in directing action shots, then please let me know. Excellent. So I've got my course happening as well, my free online course, which is happening on the 7th of May. I still have a lot of work to do. Hopefully I'll get it all done by then. But yeah, so you're more than welcome to come to my private Facebook page, which I'll put a link in there, and you can join us for the classes. And there will be four videos with instruction about the performance of stunt fighting. Excellent. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you again for following, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good evening or a good day wherever you guys are listening from, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.